Good morning, students. You already know I am teaching you the chapter A Legend of the Northland, and yesterday I had taught you till stanza 2. Today I am going to start from the stanza 3rd and onwards. Okay, I hope that you have remembered the poetic devices and also the difficult words which are related to this poem. Now I start stanza 3rd. They tell them a curious story. I don't believe it is true, and yet you may learn a lesson if I tell the tale to you. They stands for people and them for the children. Curious means strange and interesting. Okay, students, so here now I explain it. People of that area tell the stories to the children which are strange and interesting. I stands for writer. The writer says that he doesn't believe the story is true, and yet you may learn a lesson. U stands for reader, and yet you may learn a lesson. Here the poet suggests to the readers that you may learn a lesson from this story. If I tell the tale to you, you already know U stands for the reader. So here is the affirmation, declaration of the writer, that writer tell the story to the reader. The reader must learn a lesson from this story. Okay, students, now I come to the poetic devices. In this stanza, students, you see that stanza 3rd has the enjambment. Enjambment, line 3. Line 3 indicates the enjambment. Okay, students, now another is the alliteration. Alliteration, like here it is tail, tail, two. This is the example of alliteration. Similarly, also they, them also indicate the alliteration. Now come to the 4th stanza. Once when the good Sant Peter lived in the world below and walked about it preaching. Already know, students, preaching means a religious speech, just as he did, you know. Now further, once already know in the story, it is started once upon a time. So once when the good Sant Peter lived in the world below and walked about it, means the Sant Peter was walking around the world and he was also giving the speech which was religious, just as he did. In this way, you know that the Sant Peter always gives the religious speech. You know, U stands for the people of that area. So, in this stanza, you also see in stanza 4 that there is the enjoyment. In line 1. In line 1, there is the enjoyment. Now come to the next stanza. He came to the door of a cottage. In traveling round the earth, where a little woman was making cakes and baking them on the hearth. Now further, the good Sant Peter came to the door of a cottage. Already know cottage means a small house. So the good Sant Peter came to the small house, and in traveling around the earth, he was wandering from one place to another, and then he reached a small house where a little woman, there was a little woman who was making cakes. Making means cooking cakes. And baking them stands for cakes on the hearth. Hearth means fireplace. So, the good Sant Peter came to the door of a small house. In traveling around the earth means walking from one place to another in the world, where there was a little woman who was making cakes and baking them on the hearth. So in stanza 5, students, you see also there is the alliteration. In this stanza, the alliteration is woman was. Okay, and now there is aware of the rhyme scheme. Already know from beginning to last the rhyme scheme is ABCB. So no need to say more, students. Now I proceed to the next stanza. And being faint with fasting, for the day was almost done, he asked her from her store of cakes to give him a single one. So in this stanza, and being faint means already know weak, and fasting means goes without food on the particular occasion. So good Sant Peter became faint, and he was without food on the special occasion, and the day was about almost done means the day was about to end. That is why good Sant Peter asked the little woman from her store means herself. So here the good Sant Peter demanded the cakes from her store or shelf. And he demanded not a lot of cakes, only he demanded a single one. But that little woman was not able to give even a single cake from the store. Now, in this stanza, there is only one poetic device, that is alliteration. Faint and fasting. This is the example of alliteration. So students, till 6 stanzas today we have completed. Next day I shall start from 7th stanza onwards with the similar way. I hope students you will remember the poetic devices as well as difficult words and also the related theme to the chapter A Legend of the Northland. Thank you for today. Be safe, keep learning.